This just in, Canadians are going to be paid to stay home and do absolutely nothing and get paid from the government. It's CERB all over again. Oh my God, let's break this down. Welcome to another episode of the Fruitful Report, where I break down what's going on in the news, in the markets, in the real estate market. No edits, no music, straight fucking facts. You know it already. So Kim Pate, a senator from Ontario, is proposing a bill to bring in UBI, Universal Basic Income. Basically, that's what it is. Now, she says we want to address this because the growing homelessness population is getting out of control. People can't afford a home. They're being homeless, and they can't afford groceries and yada, yada, yada. Inflation is getting to them. We need to support them and give them more money just to be able to keep up in the economy. Now, it sounds so good on a basic logic level. Take your unicorn, hearty heart crap. Dude, it sounds great. Why not? Sounds amazing. But for every single cause, there's an equal reaction. I fucked up that term. But basically, there's going to be an unintended consequence, which Canada are the king and queens of unintended consequences when it comes to policies or just about anything that they do. Now, let's break down her bill just a little bit. The key features to highlight this bill is for any person over the age of 17, including temporary workers, permanent residents, and refugee claimants, will qualify. And they're going to determine what constitutes a livable basic income for each region in Canada. A couple numbers being thrown out by other economists or other people into this bill is about $1,200 a month up to like $2,000 a month if you live in Ontario and BC. That's kind of what's loosely being proposed. So if you live in Ontario, you're going to get $2,000 a month, no matter who you are. No matter what tax bracket you're in, everybody's getting that extra $2,000 a month. Again, sounds dope, of course. Now, this program is going to be for anybody, literally, and you don't have to be enrolled in any education, any training or apprenticeship programs. You don't have to be in the labor market, which means working. It is not required. Everybody gets the $2,000 a month if you're in Ontario or BC, no matter what, whether you're working or not, whether you're in school or not. Holy shit. And this universal basic wage will not decrease for any reason, whether you have a disability, whether you are loaded, whether you are rich, it doesn't matter. Like I said, everybody gets that basic level income depending on each province. So the big question is, sounds awesome. What will this do though to the economy? Remember, this channel is all about peeling the onion, looking at the data. What we're gonna do? How can we position ourselves to get wealthier and profit and live a better life? So what is this going to happen to the economy if this comes in? Well, here's the reality. The money's got to come from somewhere. So either they print the money, which means inflation is going to go up like it just has been for the past 2 years, or they got to cut government spending, trim the fat, and reduce the spending enormously, which might be possible. However, this is coming from an independent senator, but let's be real, she's liberal as fuck. This is a liberal policy, and the liberal government is currently running the show. Do you really think the liberal government is going to cut federal spending, cut programs? No, they're not going to do it. In fact, I'd be kind of surprised if the conservatives can even cut the fat this low to make a UBI even work. So what does it really mean? Where is this money really going to have to come from? It's going to have to come from upper middle class or wealthy people in Canada. We're going to tax them more to be able to fund this fucking garbage. Now, what does that really mean? Here's the thing. Wealthy people, I don't know if you know this, but wealthy people are smarter than you. If you're watching this video and you're middle class, which the majority of Canadians are, or lower class and under, these people, i.e. me, are way smarter than you when it comes to their money. So, in a nutshell, just try and fucking pass. Number one, I don't think this is going through. As amazing as it sounds, as much as we know Trudeau and especially Jagmeet Singh will support something like this for sure, I don't think they're going to put it in because even they know they're educated enough. Yes, they're morons, but they're educated enough in finance and economics, believe it or not, yes, they are, to understand the consequences of what would happen if they put this through, knowing they can't trim the fat, they can't reduce the spending, they're going to have to tax people like me more to pay for this shit, and they know what's going to happen. We're going to leave in droves. You know why? Because we already are, and this isn't even happening yet. For example, me, I'm a real estate investor. I'm a self-made. I want to make this very clear if you're watching this. Self-made. I grew up very low class, okay? Self-made multimillionaire. So I have a lot of money. I know what to do with that money. And I am leaving Canada in the sense of, so far right now, all my money is out of Canada. Okay, I had 150 properties in Canada. I sold them all of them. cashed out, and I'm done buying real estate in Canada. Why? Taxes are too high. Landlord-tenant board is way too left-leaning. Everything is left, and basically steal from me. I work my ass off. I work like 12 hours a day. I'm obsessed with my business, and half of it, 53%, goes to taxes? Not anymore. I've taken all my money out and I'm investing in the US real estate, Florida and Texas. Why? Tax rates are 0%. I do the same thing I'm doing here down there, 0% taxes. Okay, so smart people who understand money are understanding what's going on and they're leaving. Every big real estate investor that I talk to, and not to toot my own horn, I'm pretty well known for real estate in Canada. Okay, I know all the big guys. Okay, everybody's fucking leaving. So what does that mean? Less housing for the people here in Ontario or Canada. Why? Landlords aren't buying anymore. For example, I had 50 single family homes in Kitchener-Waterloo myself. 50 families had a home because of me, myself alone. I sold them all. They're gone. That's 50 less houses just from me alone. Now, I'm not bragging because that's not cool. I wish I didn't have to leave, but I have to. Now, if every real estate investor starts doing the same thing, because they bring in this shit, taxes go higher, like what's the point of even working? This is capitalism. This is the American dream. Pick yourself up by your bootstraps, work as hard as you can, keep what's yours. That's capitalism. That's the American dream. If it's being taken away and everybody gets to live the Canadian dream for doing nothing, motherfuckers get paid for sitting on the couch and doing nothing. Now, I understand if you have a disability, a mental health issue, and that you literally can't work, this is Canada. We'll take care of you. We'll support you. This is unlike America. Even I believe this as a full-fledged capitalist. We need to take care of our people who need to be taken care of. Seniors, people with disabilities, people with serious issues. This is what Canada's for. However, literally on this, anybody gets the free money. Perfectly able-bodied people who just say, I don't want to work. $2,000 is enough for me. I'll rent a bedroom in a student rental in Waterloo, $600 a month. I'll spend, I don't know, $500 a month on food. That's $1,100. I'll get a bike. I'll get a dog. My Netflix subscription is $20 a month. Hey, $2,000 a month's enough for me. A lot of people are going to do that. So what does that mean? Lower GDP, lower production. Canada's not going to make things anymore. Production's going to slow down. And who's paying for it? Me? Fuck you. Not going to happen. Why? Because at this point, people like me, we have 1 foot in Canada and 1 foot in America or wherever else we're investing. My money is out of Canada, but I'm still here. I like Canada. I live in the US, in Florida for the winters. I come home for the summers. I like Canada. The summers are great. We travel to Europe in the fall, and then the cycle repeats. I like Canada. I like my home here. You pull this fucking shit, I'm out entirely. I will revoke my passport. I will revoke my Canadian citizenship. I will be a full-fledged US citizen at that point. I'm gone. This is what's going to happen in droves if you do this. Now you're probably saying, fuck you, Matt, you fucking rich cunt. Get the fuck out of here. Good riddance, pussy. You don't understand economics. You don't understand anything. If you say that, if more guys like me, businesses, real estate investors especially, which we have a housing crisis like you've never seen, if this happens, it's going to be insane. Think about it. If more supply leaves the market and there's reduced houses, but more people have to rent, what do you think happens to rental prices? Think about it. I only have 2 houses for rent in this neighborhood, but I got 100 families, 100 people that want these 2 houses. What's going to happen? Think about it logically for just a second. Put your capitalist hat on for please, just 1 second. I know you're NDP. I know you're liberal. Just for 1 second, play this game with me. I have 2 houses for rent. 100 people want them. What's going to happen? The rent, I set the rent at $1,500, okay? I have 100 people come through. 30 people love the house. 60 were like, nah, too small, not good enough. Didn't like the area, whatever. They leave. 30 people love the 2 houses. Rent is $1,500 a month. Now, 30 people offer me $1,500. Everybody offers me $1,500 because they came and they liked it. But I say, well, I can't choose all 30 of you. I really like a couple of you. A couple of you families. I think we're a great fit for this house. But you're all offering $1,500. I can't just choose one of you. Remember, this is capitalism. Why would I do that? Me as a business owner, as an asset holder, I'm going to play the game here a bit. Okay, so there's 30 of you, but I like 10 of you. 10 of you I really liked. The other 20, you didn't really fit my criteria, but 10 of you I really liked. So who wants this house? Now one guy goes 1,700. One guy goes 1,800. Okay, well, 5 of the 10 go, well, I can't afford 1,800, so I'm out of here. Now 5 people are in the game. One guy goes 1,900. One guy goes 2,000. One guy goes 2,300. Fuck this, I want the house. 2,300. I go sold. 2,300. I set a new comp. Now the next guy goes to rent his house a month later, knows that I rented it up for 23. He lists it at 2,300 because he knows I just got it. Again, 20 people come through. You see the game, and it happens all over again. He's left with 5. The one guy goes 24. One guy goes 26. And up the comps go up and up, the prices go. Why? You've lowered supply. You've scared everybody off. You've scared off the landlords. You've scared off the builders. Nobody wants to do business here. Everybody's going to the US where there's more opportunity. There's more capitalism. Everybody's gone. Prices for cars go up. Prices for real estate goes up. Prices for food goes up. Why? Nobody wants to work. Labor is now expensive. If I'm at a grocery store and everybody's getting paid $2,000 to sit at home and do nothing, and I need workers, I got to raise the minimum wage to like $25 an hour to incentivize people to come and work. So if I have to raise minimum wage $10 from $15 an hour to $25 an hour just to lure people into the fucking store to come to work, where do those prices get passed on to? You, the customer. Moron. Apples cost more, milk costs more, eggs cost more. Inflation ramps up again. What are you going to do? Print more money? Raise UBI to keep up with the inflation? What the fuck is going on? These people don't understand economics 101. Now, as good as socialism sounds, as good as UBI sounds, it has never worked. Socialism, communism, any form of this, which is socialism, has never worked in the history of humanity. The only style of government that's ever worked so far is capitalism. It's the only one that's ever worked. Now, is capitalism perfect? No, it's got a ton of issues. We can always tweak and fix. But overall, the only one that's ever worked is capitalism. Now, you're probably watching this going, shut up, Matt. The classic fucking Denmark, Sweden, they're working. Do you know the history on those countries? They made all of their money while they were a capitalist society. Only recently have they gone socialist, and they're not even true socialist. It's like democratic socialism. It's Bernie Sanders' wet dream. It's still not even full-fledged socialism. But if you look at their data deep in their books and their money, that socialism dream is running out. Pretty soon, they're probably going to have to flip back to a more capitalist society to keep their head above water. Anyway, UBI, garbage, sounds great on the surface, has so many unintended consequences that the government probably isn't even looking at or thinking about, but still, I still think this is not going through. Even if Trudeau wins the next election, which I don't think he will, better not, even if he does, and he's proposed with this garbage, I still don't think he'll go along with it because he knows what's going to happen to Canada if it goes through. Anyway, guys, that's the Fruitful Report. That's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video.